So, I just wrote this thing out in the last, 40 minutes or so, 30 minutes maybe. And I was just going to post it, but I realized that I actually wanted to make it something solid. I actually wanted to say the words myself. And I'm not sure, it's just going to be, it's stilty if I don't have an introduction. It's stilty for me to just launch into this kind of, I don't know. It almost seems like a future manifesto. It's not. I mean, it is what it is. It's certainly optimistic. But other than that, I'm just going to read it and let you decide for yourselves. What? A transmission from the future. That's title. Nations are weird, races meaningless, sexual orientation and identification are spectral, and collaborative thought has changed the nature of what we are. The fluid communication allowed by mind-machine and mind-machine-mind interfaces has produced astounding efficiencies in research, theoretic, and problem-solving applications. Emulated virtual systems with customizable constraints can be programmed and debugged by cooperative intention. This is a hybridized process of individual autonomy with an underlying awareness of the progress and status of the whole. Worldwide parallel processing is now a reality, as is lossless communication. Humanity has transcended the former individual group self-other paradigm, accelerating social understanding and intimacy to a level that might intimidate or disgust most individuals in a society yet to be neurally fused. Just before the change, Western cultures bemoaned the death of privacy. Eastern cultures despaired the open communication of behavioral and social taboos, easily restrained from audio-visual communication by a disciplined body, now left unchecked by a constantly broadcasting mind. These grievances quickly became hollow. It became clear at an accelerating rate that the early adopters, mostly young, capable, confident, were now beyond the arbitrary divisions of old. They'd been whispering to each other through the air, day and night. Even their dreams began fusing now. And when the flesh needed rest, the shared mind would go on, turning its surplus processing power toward bigger goals. Many of the older generation, skittish, worried, uncertain, they tried to early on to restrain collaborative thought. They rallied against it, appealing to caution by calling it a danger, appealing to morality by calling it a perversion. But by the virtue of their old-fashioned communications, the old resistance and its fear-mongering propaganda were too slow. The adopters were too quick, too fluid and organized. Perfect communication afforded strategy and accelerating adaptability beyond the scope of even the most capable minds of every former generation. There was no war there. We were their children, and although their inability to understand our rapid shift occasionally led them to violence or insanity, we harbored no ill will. Their fears were natural, that our group, linked by thought, would not tolerate those who were not within the reaches of our natural communications. At this point, they were few, and we were many, adding more to our numbers each day even as former holdouts realized the benefits of connection. We whispered a pact of silence to our numbers early on, keeping our inner world to ourselves so as not to frighten the unconnected. Before long, there were enough of us to make the connection in vogue, displaying our communicative abilities in ways that sparked curiosity and awe in those outside. Our numbers accelerated until we were the rule, and the unconnected were the exception. We realized the solution years ago, in the beginning. It was simple. There could be no war if we slowly seduced the entire species into this new way of life. There could be no war because there would be no other for us to fight.